Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. This video is a response to an expat blogger. The gentleman titled his video, Biggest Negative About the Philippines. My friend Tony from Atlanta actually forwarded me the video because he was concerned about the video. Tony has been thinking about moving to the Philippines and he wanted my input regarding the video. The first thing he mentioned on the video, he said very, very pushy and rude when it comes to getting served at a store, a sari-sari store, getting on and off the ferry, getting off and on the plane or a bus. There is no gentleman that will hold the door for a lady or give way to a pregnant lady. He mentioned his wife at the time was 7 months pregnant, getting off a ferry, and a young man pushed his way past his pregnant wife. First, I want to address the issue regarding the sari-sari store. You've seen our videos here at Camellia Clan. We have a couple of sari-sari stores outside of Camellia Clan that Dazzle, Leanna, and I frequent. In all our years living here in Camellia Clan, we've never experienced anything like the gentleman was saying, how pushy the people are in the sari-sari store. I think it depends on the area where you live. Getting off a ferry, a plane, or a bus here in the Philippines, I personally have experienced that many times here in the Philippines. Even on my flights when I came from the United States and when you land at Manila International Airport, I think it's just the excitement of people getting off the plane. What I've learned is I just wait my turn. I'm never in a rush to go anywhere because I am retired. It doesn't matter to me if I'm the last one off the plane. Because a lot of times when you get to Manila International Airport, you have to wait through customs anyway. And also, you have to wait for your luggage anyway. It doesn't matter if you're the first one off the plane. You might not be the first one leaving the airport because of your luggage. And getting off the ferry, Dazzle and I, we experience that a lot because we ride the ferry all the time going to Boracay Island. And again, we've just learned to sit down and wait till everybody deboards the ferry. We are never in a rush to get off the ferry, especially if you have a pregnant wife. I would not be in a rush to get off the ferry. I will wait till everybody deboards the ferry and get off the ferry last. Again, I'm retired. I'm in no hurry to get from one place to another. I'm always reminded of a saying that my friend Jamal from Hawaii always says, calm down. With everything that I do here in the Philippines, I am just calm. No need to be in a rush and in a hurry. The gentleman also mentioned regarding the ATM, using the ATM here in the Philippines. Lines for the ATM in the Philippines are usually long, and it's not uncommon to see one person using the ATM and they're withdrawing money from several ATMs. Not uncommon to see that one person carrying 6 ATMs and withdrawing money at the ATM. So of course, it will take that person time before they get finished with their transaction. Again, you just need to calm down. Wait your turn. Filipinos are used to waiting on long lines here. I know that is not common for expats living in first world countries, waiting in line. But here in the Philippines, that is a way of life. If you're going to the grocery store, if you're eating at a fast food restaurant, or if you're getting money on the ATM, you will stand in line and wait. That's just the way it is. No need to get upset because you're standing in line. You just need to calm down. The gentleman also mentioned he was waiting in line with his pregnant wife to use the ATM, and a senior cut in front of him in the line. Here in the Philippines, senior card holders, Filipinos that are 60 years old and older, PWD, person with disability like me, and also pregnant women have priority in line. There's usually a line that says priority line at the banks, at fast food places, at government agencies. We don't have to be in the queue like everybody else. So that senior that cut in front of the line with this gentleman, she's just used to that. Because again, everywhere that lady goes, more likely she just goes in front of the line, shows her senior ID card, and she is helped. And Filipinos here will not say anything about that because that lady is a senior citizen. Did that gentleman have the rights to say something? I believe he did because he's also a senior, even though he doesn't have a senior ID card here in the Philippines. Because only Filipino citizens are given the senior card here. He mentioned that his pregnant wife was with him. So he felt that he trumps that lady because he's also a senior and he has his pregnant wife with him. But if I was in his situation, I would just let that pass. Why get into an argument with a senior lady here in the Philippines? One person ahead of you is not going to make a difference. Again, just calm down. The gentleman also mentioned that when he goes to his local sari-sari store to get his smokes, he stands in line. He mentioned that there might be 2 or 3 people ahead of him and he would stand in line. And he noticed that some people will cut the line, will go to the left or the right of the line and just start speaking in the native dialect and get served by the business. Does that happen to me? Yes, that has happened to me. At my favorite malunggay pandesal, I've stand in line before where like the gentleman, I was the third or fourth in line, and there's one line, and then all of a sudden, someone will go to the left of the line and say in the native Aklanon language, ordering some pandesal. Normally, it's usually the senior because again, seniors here in the Philippines have priority of service. Did I say anything when that happened to me? No, because to me, it's not worth my time. I have just learned to wait my turn and I'll get my pandesal anyway. It's not worth it for me to get an argument with someone just because of pandesal. Again, I'm retired and I'm never in a hurry. The gentleman was also bothered how people would not give his pregnant wife their seat. Why people in the Philippines are not taught to be a gentleman. I can only speak for myself. I've always offered my seat to anyone, especially any lady. The gentleman in the video was a senior, so more likely he was born in the 50s and 60s. Like I am, I was born in 1966. And when I grew up here in the Philippines, that was just taught to us. I had male role models that told me, always give up your seat to a lady or anybody that's elderly, always open doors for people. So, in my experience here in the Philippines, I still see that happening. The times that I don't see that happening usually happens with the younger people here in the Philippines. When Dazzle and I were in college, There would be times when our instructors, we would have an event in the school and they will tell us to fall in line and get tickets or something like that. And I have seen how the boys get in front of the line before the girls. So maybe it's just a generation thing. Maybe they are just not taught anymore. The gentleman on the video did mention that he likes living here, he enjoys being in the Philippines, but those are the negatives that bother him. With all the things that bother the gentleman, he really is the one that needs to adjust, in my opinion. Because the way things happen here in the Philippines, with the sari-sari stores that he mentioned, the ferry, the planes, the buses, it's not going to change. He will be the one that needs to adjust. Because if he lets that bother him, there might be a time when he can't hold his mouth and get into an argument here in the Philippines. And to me, that is just not worth it. The argument or the stress or the things that bother the gentleman, it's not going to change. That's just the way it is here in the Philippines. He is the one that has to adjust. Things will not change here. Thank you for your continued support of our channel. Dazzle, Leanna, and I, we truly appreciate your support. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next video.